What's costing us millions? Adelaide's infamous bank robber, his unbelievable life of crime. Plus the best and cutest bunnies making prize-winning pets. But first tonight, our dangerous obsession with sport. Almost 90% of Australians do some form of physical activity, but with the health benefits comes serious risk. Sports injuries can ruin lives and cost us millions in time off work. David Richardson has this exclusive report on the sports that surprisingly top the injury list.
I thought it was good for her to get out and exercise. I didn't really think of the dangers.
Fractures to arms and legs, and there are a lot of head injuries as well.
Almost 2 million Australian children will play organised sport this year. Aussies of all ages will spend up to $10 billion on playing, equipment and other fitness activities. But despite the obvious health benefits, there are serious risks.
It's the ages from 15 to 24, so roughly 2/3 of emergency department presentations were in those age groups.
Monash University researcher Dr. Christina Ekegren from the School of Public Health and Preventive Medicine has crunched the numbers. Going directly to hospital emergency departments, she's been able to identify our riskiest sports and the incredible cost to society and the health system.
It costs our emergency departments about $18 million a year to treat these injuries.
1 in 10 sports injuries will require a hospital stay of at least one night. But other injuries can be so serious, they'll end a season, even a career.
I didn't realise how serious it was, but it was pretty serious. I heard this cracking sound and it felt like a massive rip, and I just didn't know what to do.
Talia Costanzo has been playing soccer since she was 7, a promising representative player. She's now out of the game for 18 months. Thanks to a major knee injury she never saw coming. Mum Bianca couldn't believe it.
As far as they've told me, it's the worst injury as far as your knee goes. The full replacement. She did her ACL, her meniscus, and even chipped her kneecap. So that's 3 injuries, not just the one.
But soccer is hardly the worst offender.
Australian football, or Aussie rules, cycling and motorsports. But for Australian football and cycling, the reason that there are such high numbers of presentations is because there are so many people participating in these activities.
So further crunch those statistics and the most dangerous sports appear.
The top 3 sports were, again, motorsports, equestrian or horse riding, and cycling.
I don't think I've ever raced non-injured. So yes, there is always a lot of risk doing high mileage.
Triathlete and Ironwoman Caroline Bruce knows what it's like to suffer for her sport. She was hit by a car while training, which snapped her collarbone, forcing her out for 9 months. Could have been killed really, couldn't you?
Yes, yep. Potentially, yeah. So.
And are you aware of that when you're out training?
Oh yeah, definitely, because there's so many people that have been killed.
Like triathlete Luke Harrop, training in a group when he's hit by a stolen car and killed. The abandoned vehicle clearly showing where the impact occurred. That's why cycling is rated one of the 3 most dangerous sports.
Those 3 sports are responsible for the highest rate of major trauma and, unfortunately, death as well.
Talia remains in rehab, hoping to be back on the soccer pitch early next year, while Caroline is working on a new strength regime to combat her list of injuries and prolong her career. It's hoped this new data will find its way to sports organisations so people, our kids, can be protected. Isn't the risk part of the reason a lot of people do this?
Yes, you're absolutely right. And I don't think we can ever stop people from doing sports because of that.
And coming up next on the program, Australia's cutest prize-winning pet rabbits and the notorious Adelaide bank robber now teaching crime fighters all of his old tricks.
I wanted to come up with an idea that had never